Hi guys, so I'm gonna do an unboxing today, and the private seller will be listed down below. She even has her own Facebook group just so she could sell her plants on there, and you could see what she has available, which is really great. This is the first time I got anything from her, and we'll see. Oh, whoops, I kind of moved my table there. Let's see how she packed it. And so here is her card, which don't worry, everything will be linked down below, by the way. So let's start with this one right here. Put this right over here. I'm a little scared. It's just that I had a plant come in very recently and there was an explosion, but I doubt she would be that bad. And that was from United Nurseries, so watch out for that. But I'm still kind of hoping they could make things better, you know? So I'm hoping. Oh, would you look at that? Ooh, look at how she packaged it. So this is a Ficus benjamina, variegated. There are some scorched leaves right there, if you can see that. I feel that's unfortunate a little bit, but I do hope that, you know, I could take better care of her. She is with me now. Quite honestly, she looked a little bit, but very, very slightly bigger in the picture than this, but it could just be she was compacted, as you can see, you know, very, very tightly, so that there won't really be a lot of damage through transit. That's what I've kind of noticed, that if they pack it kind of tighter, it's a little bit more secure, and there's less chance of it being damaged when it's being in transit to you. So I feel good about that. Let's get the other one out, and I'll put this back in the box. This right here, I don't really remember what this is. I honestly don't remember what most of them are, which is okay. I mean, I suffer with PCS, amnesia, short and long-term memory loss, so it's a given. But I know that, you know, I wanted these. I know that for a fact. Obviously. Oh, this is, again, I don't know what it is about the browning of the leaves. There's just a lot of browning of the leaves. I didn't see this on the picture she had posted, so I don't know if I didn't get the plant she posted, or that was kind of an older picture versus, you know, it started to have like some brown spots, but that's okay. What I have realized though is, I mean, this is not my first kind of cream variegated leaf plant, and what I've noticed too is my other one, I have two other ones that are cream colored, and one of them also had kind of like a scorchy leaf. So I don't really know what that's about, but ever since I've had them, it hasn't really gotten worse. So I don't know if it's due to transit, or you just gotta understand that when you get a plant that has white or cream variegated leaves, they are extremely sensitive, from my personal experience, versus like if you get a plant that is yellow variegation, or pink, or peach, or red, or kind of just not white or cream. Like, I feel like these are the most sensitive out of all of them. Like, I also do have a I think this is the Pothos Pearl and Jade. I've never really seen this in person. That's why when I saw this, I wanted it. I have a Marble Queen, and that also does scorch up, which is really weird because it's not very close to even any like a ton of light. So I think they're just very, very sensitive. So this is the Pearls and Jade pothos. There you go. That's the second one. And the third one is this is a big one. Oh my god. I'm sorry guys, I'm probably feeling the worst since I've been diagnosed with COVID-19 today. So I just don't feel all that great, but this is, hold on, if I can actually show. This is the Transcancia tricolor. I think it's also called like the Albi something, Albo something, Albi something. And it's supposed to have cream, pink, I think like a light purple or something like that. And this is what she looks like. There's a ton of fuzzies because of the protection she put in here. Oh my gosh, this is utterly beautiful. Just incredibly beautiful. And I just wanted to shake that excess stuff off because it was covering the leaves right there. So, wow. I'm just incredibly stunned on how beautiful it is. So, this is what, they look like. And it's just bizarre how all of the plants have just a little bit of like wilting or grayness in there. I don't know what that's about. Could be just due to travel and transit. It happens. Like even when you go to like big box stores or nurseries and stuff like that. Because I don't know I haven't really seen, there's only one nursery around me that they actually grow everything themselves. Most of the nurseries around me grow some of their stuff, but not really. Most of them, they like get it acclimated to them for a little bit of time, like 1 to 2 months before they sell it. But they usually like order them in. So what I've noticed too, even some of like, even in like, nurseries around my area, they also seem kind of have this, but I'm just a little disappointed. I did have other plants from other sellers in which they really didn't have this much kind of brownness to them at all. So I don't really know. Yeah, it could have just been the picture, because the picture that I seen of this plant, or plants, because she had multiple ones, they were just perfect. Yeah, so I don't know. Oh, this is broken, so I'm definitely going to just trim this off and maybe try to propagate it, because I try to save as many plant lives as possible. So what I'm going to do now is this one, she could probably sit in her pot for a little bit, and I can try to transplant her later on. But the other two definitely do not have any pots in them, which I actually do prefer, because I can put them in my own pots and my own medium and all that. And this one does need to be watered. So these are all my new little babies. I do hope with time and love and care that my new babies do grow healthy. They look pretty healthy, so I'm happy with that. I will do a plant vlog on all of them to see their development and their growth and and how they have improved or declined or anything. And if you're new to my channel, then you can probably just check out my plant blogs. That really is primarily for me to, it's kind of like a plant diary on the development, what I've been doing and what I haven't been doing, what I changed, what I've tried to improve or experiment and things like that, and what I've seen might have done better for the plant. So, but I also enjoy watching those kind of videos from other YouTubers and other channels. So I decided to do that for me personally, and second, for anybody else that would be interested in doing that, because I feel like I do like it, looking at plants, like being documented in a sense, how you see what happens in month 1 to month 5, or what happens after 6 months or in a year. So that's why I do that for me. And if I like doing that, then I think other people are curious as well, and they might enjoy that as well. So that's why I added it on my channel. And so these are my new babies right here, and I'm gonna transplant them and figure out where I'm gonna put them, because from what I've noticed, the white variegated plants, or especially for the Ficus benjamina, they prefer a more indirect light. So I don't know where I'm gonna put her, but this one should be low, medium, light. I don't think it can survive. I don't think it'd be easy to get it in a high light situation due to the white variegation, which is a ton of it. But I think she should be okay in a low, probably bright low, or like a medium light. With this one, she should be okay in any situation from what I've noticed. I do have multiple other Tradescancias, and they grow quicker when they have more light. And what I've noticed too is that they can scorch in the very beginning, and then they can acclimate in a specific spot, but they're very, very hardy. They might scorch like very, very little, and you just kind of move them a little bit further away. But what I've noticed is they acclimate very, very quickly. What I mean by very quickly is about like a week or two, or even less than that. That's why I've fallen in love with Tradescancia. If you asked me about Tradescancias last year, I would have told you, blech, pass. I never would have given it a second thought. And then something happened in the fall, winter, and I'm like, I wanted to give it a shot, and now I have I have several of them. I have a few of them. So this was the plant that made me want to get from her, and I kind of just browsed through and see if there's anything else that I would like, and I saw this, and I saw this, and I thought I'd just get all three together. You know, I always try to do that when there is like a online nursery or a plant shop or a private seller. If they do have more than one plant, I always try to do that, and I always ask for combined shipping, because I feel like if they can pack it more tightly in there, I think it's better for the overall of the plant anyway. So that's why I do that. Just a little tip on what I prefer to do. So here they are, and there's just some fuzzies, but this one is really, really wet, like very, very moist. So she wanted to make sure that this is not going to dry out, which is really, really great. This one is too. This one is more on the drier side. I actually like that, which is okay actually, because as I said before, this is a very hardy plant. It's probably hardier than a pothos. That's why I've fallen in love with it, because I didn't really know how hardy this plant was. And I always used to just see the Tradescantia zebrina pedula, excuse me, or the Tradescantia zebrina. And that really didn't wow me at the beginning, but now I really do love it. And then I saw this other varieties. And like I said before, I think I mentioned this a few times before, when I used to hate like colorful plants. I used to just stick with a very green, like as green as possible. I hated variegated plants last year, and even before then, like I preferred them to be all green for whatever reason. So things change, you know, things just change, and people have a different, you know, they see something and they have a different outlook, and then when they are able to see something in a different light, that can really change their mindset on that thing. So here you have it. Ficus benjamina. This is what she looks like, and this is a baby, but ficus are fast growing plants and they can grow pretty big. I feel like if you just give them the light, the proper light requirements for all three of these plants, they will really grow quickly. This is a fast grower, this is a fast grower, and this is a fast grower. So I kind of locked out what she had in her stock, because I do like fast growing plants. I like them a lot because I like my plants to be bushy and big and large and just thick and all that stuff. So if you guys have any questions, tips, comments, advice, anything to do with these plants, I've never had this plant. I have ficus. I have pothos, but not this variety, and I've never had this plant too. I do have Chiliscantia, but not this variety. Anything that might be able to improve how I care for them, let me know down below in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys all the time. I hope you enjoyed my video, that you're going to hit the like button, the subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. If you guys have any requests on certain plants you want me to talk about more, let me know down below. I'm always open for requests. And thank you so much for all the love and support and the beautiful words. If you want to connect with me with my other social media accounts, they're all in the description section as well. So do check that out. Anything else, guys? I don't know if I will. I'm sorry, I just had like a little bubble in my head. Again, I have PCS, anxiety, depression, and I have I now have COVID-19. I also have amnesia and short and long-term memory loss and dyslexic too. So sometimes like word kind of jumbles for me. I will link everything down below in regards to the Facebook group and the seller that I did get this from. If you are very interested, they look really great, and so I do recommend her. So go check her out. And I will probably do a plant vlog in these plants, and do check that out as well in the future. But for right now, as I've said before, this is probably the worst I feel today since I've been infected with COVID-19, and so I'm just gonna kind of put these away for a little bit and maybe transplant them at a different time. So thanks guys for stopping by, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.